Shalom. First and foremost, like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to you, Akim out there. And this is two news articles that I'm about to bring out. And they was as of recently. In the first news article, this is from RT.com, February 6, 2023, business news category. And it reads, Dr. Doom predicts end of the U.S. dollar reign. A bipolar currency reign is likely to replace the current greenback base unipolar system. Famed economist Nori Robini believes. It says the U.S. dollar's status as the world's main reserve currency is in jeopardy. Renowned economists who predicted the global financial crisis of 2008, which was a while back, it says wrote in an article to the Financial Times on Sunday. It says, while no currency is yet capable of knocking the greenback off its pedestal altogether, it says the U.S. currency is quickly losing its competition advantage to the Chinese yuan. As he wrote, it says, given the increase of weaponization of the dollar for the national security proposed and the growing geopolitical rival between the West and the revisionist powers such as China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. And it says some argue that the de-dollarization will accelerate in a world that will be increased divided into two geopolitical spheres of influence, namely those surrounding U.S. and China. It is likely that a bipolar currency reign will eventually replace the unipolar one, the economist dubbed Dr. Doom by the Wall Street for his tendency towards green prediction stated. Skeptics note that the yen cannot be a true reserve currency unless Beijing lifts capital controls and accepts permanent currency accounts deficits and the yen exchange rate becomes more flexible. But the economics urge that such points are no longer valued, as Washington is actively undermining the allure of its currency with sanctions. Complete exchange rate flexibility and international mobility is not necessary in order a country to achieve reserve currency status. And while China maybe have capital controls, the U.S. may have its own vision that it may reduce the appeal of the dollar assets among foes and relative friends. These include financial sanctions against rival restrictions to inward investment in many national security sensitive sectors of firms, and secondary sanctions against friends who violate the primary ones, Robini argued. The economists also noted that China has been stepping up yen transactions with foreign partners and said these trends will likely continue with more emerging markets. Economics welcome the ability to trade oil and yen and to hold a greater share of the reserve in the China currency, given that they do a great deal more trade with China than the U.S. He added that the new technology like the CBDC Ally Pay like payment system swipe lines between China and its partner and national analogs of the SWIFT messaging system will hasten the advantage of the bipolar global monetary and finance system. For all these reasons, The relative decline of the US dollar as the main reserve currency is likely to occur over the next decade. Yeah, it might be sooner. It might be sooner than that. It says the intensifying of the geopolitical contest between Washington and Beijing will inevitably be felt in a bipolar global reserve currency reign, as well as Ru- Robini concluded. And this is another news article showing you it shows you more signs that the population, the popularization of the value of the American U.S. dollar is slowly continuing being devalued. You know, amongst allies and amongst rivals in other nations as well too, as other nations continues to separate from the American dollar and the euro dollar as well too. So we seeing increasing more signs of we're getting a step closer and closer to that digital currency. When that digital currency be fully displayed, and we see increasing signs of that, and it shows you more signs that the paper dollar is no longer going to be valued. It's no longer be high value, popular, or the one to depend on as a top currency reserve. When everything is going to turn to digital, a full digital currency, and that's what we're approaching. And this is, I just want to add a note to that. And this is a second news article from RT.com as of February 7th, 2023, from the Business News. And it reads, major crypto exchange to suspend the US dollar transfer. Uh, Binance will temporarily halt transactions in the currency without providing a reason for the move. The world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume, Binance has announced will suspend the U.S. dollar deposits and withdrawals starting on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. It says we are temporarily suspending the USD, right, which is the United States dollar, bank transfer as of February the 8th. Affected customers are being notified directly. A Binance spokesperson told reporters on Monday the company did not explain the decision. It was working hard to restart service. Oh yeah.
Man said, get in your bed. Boy, Kitty said, y'all doing me wrong. Fuck this shit.
Mama set those bricks like this. How you doing? Acting like
yeah, put her ass in there, cause you be all up in that bed shit.
Yeah.
The Kitty something else. I gotta make that call before I get it.
Right.
You got to do that for her. There's a mailman, lady got a baby. And she walking with that. A little skin ass. You heated something else, shit. I put a little garbage bag in there.
Yeah.
I found a bunch of them all in the garbage bag yesterday. Yeah, we cleaned that clothes out. Now I'm gonna go make that bed cause somebody, lie and pop up.
Right.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. And Kitty said, y'all doing me wrong. What you talking about? Who you at? Well, I'm down here with you since 7 night.
Right.
And shit, wait, I caught the bus. I made it go to the bus stop. South Chicago, you have to watch the car.
Right.
Chaco Bay already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuesday said they I let the roof back up.
Oh, they open back up.
What she said, he probably
Yeah.
be a spot for me to go to church. I stayed up in that junk. Having my birthday party. Yeah, she said it opened back up. I had to ride through there. My lady, from my church, she rode through. She went Cottage Road sad because she had to live with shit.
Right.
Yeah. She was going to put this shit up there.
Oh, okay.
That's that slide.
article. It says the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volumes. The Binance has announced it will suspend U.S. dollar deposits and withdrawals starting on Wednesday. We are temporarily suspending the USDS bank transfers as of February 8th. Effective customers who are being notified directly. A Binance spokesperson told reporters on Monday the company did not explain the decision, but said it was working hard on to restart service as soon as possible. According to the statement, the just 0.01% of the Binance monthly active users leverage the USDS bank's transfer. In the interim, all of the methods buying and selling crypto remains ineffective, including bank transfers using one of the other flat currencies supported by Binance, including euro, buying and selling crypto via credit card, debit card, Google Pay, Apple Pay, via our Binance Marketplace spokesperson clarified. According to the data, Akram Intelligence of News prompted a surge of overflow dollar peg stable coins from the Binance crypto wallets. However, data from the Fly Lama showed that the exchange of the U.S. dollar overflow on Monday amounts to 172 million, while balance of overall crypto assets are worth 42 billion. The Binance spokesperson noted that the performance is still overwhelming, net positive on net deposits. Meanwhile, Binance unit said in a tweet that it will not be affected by the measure, gives that the main Binance exchange does not serve America's users. The move will apply only to non-U.S. customers who choose to transfer money in the U.S. currency. But I guess that's temporarily suspended. So I mean that's somewhat of a major story, but not too much though. But this is a big one right here. As you see, the doctor, as predicted of Dr. Doom's predicts the end of the U.S. dollar reign, right? And we're seeing that getting closer, because that digital currency is right around the corner. Because we see increasing signs of that. This is Revelations 13 verse 16, and it reads. It says, "He calls all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a MARK in their right hand or in their FOREADS." Revelations 13:7, and it reads, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he had the MARK, or the name of the BEAST, or the number of his name." Right, that's that MOTB, that charagma of digital currency. This is Revelations 13:18, and it reads, "Here is the wisdom, let Salakia. Let me read that again. Revelations 13:18, "Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the BEAST, for it is the number of a man, and his number is SIX 100 threescore, and SIX, right? That's the three numbers right there. The XIX, the three-digit numbers of the same numbers of the XIX, right? SIX 300 score and SIX, right? Three numbers of the same of the SIX, which you know what I mean. So yeah, that's definitely the as has been predicted in the Holy Scriptures first and foremost, and now you have a prediction from experts predicting that Dr. Doom predicts the end of a U.S. dollar reign, right? The popularity of depending on the depending on the reserve currency of the U.S. dollar is definitely increasing to an end. We're seeing more and more signs of that, you know. So that shows you that the MOTB is definitely approaching, and we constantly, consistently seeing signs of that, of its entering in a full digital currency era in this modern day technology of showing more signs that the paper dollar is soon to come to be no more value. And we see increasing signs of that as the other nations prove to you, showing that, you know, and from the economics experts that's in the business category when it comes to economics and stuff like that, they even said it as well too. So that shows you a continuing sign of the U.S. dollar is not going to be high value, not anytime soon. So with that, hopefully this was edifying. Of the two news articles that I read in regards to the increasing of the MOTB, MOT to the B, of that charagma of digital currency is quickly approaching, and seeing more signs of that as I brung out the scriptures of the book of Revelations 1 through 3, and through 1 through verse 6, and 1, 1 3, Revelations 1 3, and through 1 8 as well too. Those are reference scriptures to this news article of the continuing increasing approach of the MOTB, the charagma of digital currency. So with that, once again, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makarkadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. Until next time, I will say shalom.